Welcome, and this is our new Raman Let's Play. I know it's not a new game, but it's gonna be a good game. Uh, I just really do not want to restart. I got 90 hours in this game, and I didn't start not knowing nothing. I watched so many YouTube videos, and I was inspired by Viticus Dragon and Ranaman to start recording. And I want this to be a new project. I want a game with a community. I want to see how far this will get, and I hope you guys could tag along for the ride. Thanks. I'm gonna try and fill you guys in as much as possible, how we got here, how we started, and our path. Originally, we started off with Hobbs and Ruka in the border zone, and we went down to Squin. And over there, we met even more Shek, and they joined us. Griffith, we, we had him, but one time we imported the game and he got lost as a character. So as redemption, I went to the Fort Garge construction modding application and added my own values. And I changed all Griffith's clothing to Mastercraft. And so he's like an unholy paladin, and I love it. I did give him two OP weapons. I gave him a Mado grade cross paladin and actual Mado grade katana because I was not glad with the one you got from the Holy Sword. And that's how me, Vagabond, well, Griffith and Vagabond both have Mado weapons now because I kind of cheated. I hope you guys don't mind. So it's simple what we did. We just started off with those six people, and we just getting our asses beat, so we stayed by the town. The town guards would keep us safe. So another time we're doing that, we started mining, and after a while, we just got other recruits to do the mining for us, and we went off with our group. But we did something extreme training the entire beginning. We filled up our backpacks with a bunch of metal ore, and we walked around everywhere sneaking. So we're just increasing our sneaks stat and our strength stat. It would take forever to get to places, but times three speed, you know what I mean? And then me and Ruka came over here. I think we came here to get steel bars and supplies and stuff like that. But I think we got distracted fighting beak things. And well, you'll see where that leads to. I did take a long break, and I do regret not recording any more footage. But I got this 8 terabyte hard drive that I just want to fill up with game footage, and then just fill up the game footage, and I think the videos will come. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna try and stay consistent, guys. Um, and Vagabond and Ruka, they're both beasts. Those two by themselves, they take out an entire big thing's nest. Early apologies for not using the faster speed too. I was just getting used to the game and slow and uptake. The first two episodes would be kind of slow, but after that, it should be action packed, just moving all the time. We need to get our OCD clean so we could play efficiently. Oh yes, big thing eggs. There's so many of them. We're gonna become rich, boy. Yo, that was rich already. Become rich now, boy. I will get this off my chest right now. Yes, I do save, and I do load my saves if I get in a fucked up situation. And it's cool. People want to challenge themselves and stuff, but I just want to have the perfect game, and that can't keep happening if so many things you can't control keeps happening. But I will train as hard as I can so that doesn't happen. But like recently coming back, like I did get in some pickles, and I'm not happy. I will load and revert my save, but I will also try and keep the old footage to show you how big I messed up, and to go to the we continuing off of. And I mean, you get to see certain things twice, so it should be a good thing for the viewers, maybe. Like, I do think there are times where people should load it back up if things get too gross. One of my favorite Kenshi players, Aviticus Dragon, was playing his Iron Man series, and he was so hardcore, man. He always goes in adventures and ruins, but most intense thing he did was make a base in the swamps, and that was going great. He was defending for various episodes, but he took a small break and came back in one day, and the AI was not attacking the people raiding the gate, so they broke in, and he didn't even have a chance to defend really, and they massacred everyone. He lost 23 players, man. It was horrible. He lost his armor crafters, everything. He lost the whole village, man. And a lot of those people are named after Patreons and their people's characters. And in instances like that, I think it's okay for a content creator to load back an old game. Especially if it's a lot of Patreons you have, and those are actual people. You should care more about their lives and say fuck the rules and bring them back to life. Like, why lose the whole village? Like, show what you lost. But I would not blame you if you loaded it back. As a viewer, I was sad when I saw the village get wiped, and I was wished anything could happen to bring it back. But we lost a lot of brave souls that day, and it does make good content. But I'm not like that. I don't like taking risks. So if something happens, I'll record it. But if it's too bad, I'll load it again. This might be a foreshadowing of my first episode. You'll see. So at our home base, it consists of two armor smiths. We got Silvershed, the Hive Prince. Cat, we saved him from the Dust King Tower when we raided. And we have Weak in there. We got him the Dance of Skeleton. And he just runs around and does all the errands. And the first two hivers we recruited will wear green, and I believe Sergio, and they're both really good at sniping. And I'm just keeping their mining for now, but later, due with time, they will become their own band. And the rest of the hivers, I just got a lot of hivers because they don't need a lot of food to eat, and I can just make them work. But believe me, Beep is gonna be the ultimate warrior. Beep has a lot going for him, and I'm only gonna stay with 30 units, but I plan on grinding them all to max levels. Maybe not 100, maybe in the 80s or 90s, but I plan on having an army that should be able to take on the Holy Nation, the United Cities. Because there's one thing we believe in is diversity and freedom, and we don't listen to no one. We're not good, we're not bad, we do whatever we want to do. I have to tell you the truth, I'm a big anime fan. I love watching One Piece, and his philosophy of having a small crew but having the best crew is what we're gonna go for. And the cat makes all the armor. They both have high armor smith, but I like them all being crafted by one person. And we're not gonna make no weapons, just armor. All the weapons we gotta find. And we do have another high prince we found, and that guy, he left him in the ancient laboratory, going south by the big things. There's all these circles and rocks, and there's three ancient laboratories. Uh, I'll I'll tell you guys more stories of how we got here, what's happened. But for now, Chia is like the people that work at the base. The hivers are just getting ores, and Team Tokyo is obviously the samurais. We're gonna have another team, and the squad captain is gonna be a pugilist. Can't wait for you guys to meet him. He's another one of the recruits like Griffith that costs a lot of money to get. And once I find him, I'm gonna recruit him. But the rest of the recruits should be stronger characters. My whole house is a mess, so these next two episodes I'm gonna be cleaning up and just tidying up so we can go adventuring. Once Ruka and Vagabond get back, we're gonna go find some ways to get a lot of money and go travel a lot. I remember the first thing when I got in the game, we went to like a bunch of cities, and we just try to recruit the unique characters you can recruit. You know, just story characters with story names, so I get attached to them. I didn't really want to make any characters. Oh, but our uniform for the people in our tribe, we don't have a name yet. Thinking about going Omega Clan or just staying nameless. I'll let you guys decide. But we use samurai cloth pants, uh, plated long boots, police helmets, samurai armor, and black chain shirts. And that's our official faction uniform. I might make a lightweight faction uniform with a black plate jacket, but we're also gonna use dust coats. Well, that's pretty much the only three armors we're gonna use. Maybe some drifters plated plants or whatever. We'll see. I'm really I want to use the samurai leg plates, but I don't want to get any more negative penalties. We already get enough, and we already get enough. Like my thief needs a separate thief outfit because if he goes and tries to thieve with his current armor, it goes like negative 80. It's horrendous, but it's really good at protecting us, and that's what armor's supposed to do. So a few sacrifices to have some badass uniform. Why not? You know, United Nations cities, they got their samurai all heavy armored up. Those guys have a lot of stats going down. Like their melee damage goes down like 20 or 15. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's the uniform we went through. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy what we have right now. And we're just selling our ores. We're gonna start making an electric bench to sell electric components. But after a while, we're probably just gonna sell trader leather shirts or black hay chainmails, black chainmails. They sell for a couple grand, and it's like selling potions in Skyrim. It's highly profitable. But right now, we're not focused on making money off our armor. We're just like trying to get his skill high enough so he can mastercraft and make everybody a mastercraft. And once we get everybody mastercraft and armored up, we'll start selling and we won't worry about ores anymore. Because after a while, I gotta stop getting ores. And we're gonna have to stop. Alright, we'll see what else we could do. We only let Kane and Griffith heal. So, Vagabond's not the best healer. And while we're here, Ruka's limping pretty much the entire time. That cannot go well. We gotta heal her. I know, I'm forgetting to shift click. I'm just a dumbass. These guys are beasts. We're gonna hook them up. We're gonna make them some really good, strong crossbowmen. literally what we do every day. We just sell stuff, make money, sell stuff, make money. We buy materials to make armor, we buy food. We don't farm. I do want to farm, but I don't want to defend from raids. And we only have 30 players, and I can't leave all my players at the base all the time. It's just so hard to protect people. It's so much easier just to rely on the shack. They keep us so safe. So we're finally gonna make the electrical workbench, so we can start making some real money. This stuff will make you a large output. That's what I'm talking about. You see how Ruka's flashing red, and I'm just like ignoring it for a couple seconds. Before the break, I would have been, on point. But Ruka's just getting attacked, and she's probably not moving from what I can tell afterwards. I feel like a buffoon with a toy store, not gonna lie. This part had me dead. I was not managing her and I let this happen to her. I feel so bad. I don't think she dies, but it's, you think she could survive? We're right by the village too. That's where I say no, screw that. Yeah, as soon as I lose that leg, no, we're going back. We're going back. I don't mind redoing a little bit more to keep my leg. I gotta sell all that iron again that I sold off screen. But I made an electrical bench and the iron that I didn't sell. That's about it. There's not much that we lost because it auto saved. But you see what I mean? Like that's not cool. Some other playthroughs, people play hardcore, not me. Like I just want to get the strongest team, and if my team gets destroyed, I'm willing to load back to save them. But I don't plan on letting that happen. But every time I make a mistake, I'm gonna let you guys see the mistake. So I feel bad. You guys can shame me and make me feel bad for a mistake. But at least my characters are still alive, and I have future plans for these characters. Gonna be the Wasteland King. That's when it hit me. I could just pick her up. That's what I did there. You know, screw the bullshit. I messed up right there. I went inside the shop with my vagabond, and now we can't sell. Well, we'll see how long till we can sell. But he does not want her in there either. So I have two hive soldiers. I chose with one as my main character. There's not many in the game, and I want to be a hiver, but I want to be a warrior. And there's one other one I want to get, Ray, known without a tongue, the slave one. He has a spot on our team, and I want to get him so we can have three hivers, and then I plan to have three skeletons and three scorch snappers. We'll see how it goes, who our final members are. vagabond, take them on like nothing. Rugen could have killed him, I just wasn't managing her. And she was distracted walking, and I had them on hold. I think that was the biggest mistake right there. Sometimes hold gets you the kill if they're encumbered. Usually, if you're running fast, it's cool to go hold and passive. If you're going slow, it's better to go slow and just take everything one at a time as you kill it one at a time. And loot everything and sell their body. And, we don't waste anything. We use all the resources we can get. Nothing goes to waste with us. Nothing like a good day's work right there, man. We get to be bounty hunters, and we have an enterprise where we make armor. We make the best armor in the game, and we make that in the Shit Kingdom. Shek. But the Holy Nation, they do not like me, and they wouldn't even accept me anyways because I'm a Hive member, so I didn't really care. But the United Nations, I thought they used to be cool, but they heavily support slavery, and if you're not careful, we'll become a slave. But we plan on breaking into the slavers and freeing them because that's not fun being in a cage. You know what I mean? We like to run around and be free, and that's what we're gonna do. No one owns us. We do what we want to do. But tell me what you guys think. Fisherman Island as our outpost. We can do lots of farming over there, and farming can be very productive. We can make lots of food, and you know, farming's good. You need to get it, and we have some members that already have 50 farming, and once we move over there, we're not gonna be in the city anymore, so we might just leave the armor smiths here, but everyone else will go to the new outpost. That's not gonna happen for a while though, because I think I would rather go and get every single Mado weapon and have some fun. That's what we're gonna do in this series. We're gonna get every single Mado weapon, and we're gonna make our team use them. I don't know how Mado weapons there are. There's like 3 Wakasashis, but I'm gonna get them all. Some weapons there's more than one. Some weapons there's only one. Like the fragmented axe, you get that from the Shek Kingdom, the leader, and we could like maybe knock him out and loot his body, but that would give us negative relations, and we'll probably do it after we recruit Seta, her daughter, because that's gonna be our 4th Shek in our Shek team of tanks, and we're gonna have every single race specialize in their skill tree. Like the Hivers, they're gonna be stealth ninjas, where all they do is they have high athletics, high stealth, and high assassination. Whereas the Sheks and the robot people, they can be like tanks because they have a lot of health. And then we have rangers as well for the Hivers. But as then Scorchlanders, each one's gonna have a different job. It's not all gonna be. Oh, we're gonna have 3 of the same Scorchlanders. One of them is already an armor crafter, and we're gonna plan on recruiting a Pugilist later down the line. But I forgot who the other Ashlander is. I don't know if I recruited him yet in the time of making these recordings. But I'll surprise you later down the line. I'll remind you. When I get the 3rd one, I'll remind you guys, even if it's 10 videos in the future. what do you guys think of Kenshi? Do you think it's boring to just go out here and kill the big things? Do you think it's wrong to kill them? Me personally, screw them. They we almost died them so many times that I can care less if we eat their eggs. Like I wanna eat butane eggs every day because that's what'll be a healthy nutrition for everyone. Ruga's all messed up, man. I swear, after coming back, I forget all about distributing the temperance so they can all walk at the same speed. But nah. Or I forgot how to make them all move at the same speed too. Or shift click cell, like what the hell am I doing? But you know, eventually, I'm an OCD gamer, and I like to do everything a specific way. It has to be perfect, and I want to have like a perfect team, and it's gonna be the perfect playthrough. Hope you guys can tag along and enjoy the ride. But Tokyo's strong. We're gonna have another team combat in pretty soon. Another six members and train them. And you might not see the first members get trained, but you'll see our second batch and our third batch get trained. And you'll see a bunch of cool raids. You see us breaking into buildings. Like, I could steal the weapons from the Czech Kingdom every night, but I don't go do it because inventory space. And I don't know, I kind of don't like making money off of Steam. It's just kind of like, I feel like it's kind of boring. We're over here mining or beak hunting. Like, that feels like an actual job, you know? And I do steal stuff, but it's every once in a blue moon. I don't do it that often. Only when I need supplies. But I don't do it to make money. I can make money other ways. Yeah, I mean, besides armor crafter, he's making specialist grades things already, and that sells more than anything we can steal. So that might be our production in the future right there. But we're gonna try and get Ruka and Vagabond back, and we're gonna try and get our team ready to explore. We're gonna have this cool setup where everybody gets 3 backpacks. I'll give them a thieves backpack, a wooden backpack, and a large backpack. And it's interesting. I don't know if you ever go in and they smuggle check you. Well, I was hearing that if you carry someone and they won't check the person you're carrying, or if you have a backpack in your inventory that's not equipped, they can't check the backpack that's in your inventory. I didn't know that, but I found that out later on. And that's some really useful information that I just put out there. As you can see, that's how we rocking it with the backpacks. He's just missing his wooden backpack. that's gonna wrap up our first episode, guys. But this is gonna be a new experience, and I'm gonna try and be consistent and try to upload at least once a week. If anything, every 2 days would be cool, right? Because I know people like watching new content. If there's no content, you get bored of a channel. But I mean, I've been part of YouTube my entire life, and I'm just thinking it's not too late to start. So I'm gonna give it a try and give it my best shot and give you guys content. I think I'm gonna go with the game OCD Gamer. We'll see what we go with. I still kind of make the channel. I'm making the video first, but I hope everything goes well. Thank you guys for watching my Kenshi Let's Play. I have a lot more plans waiting for you guys. Hope you guys get to enjoy and see what happens to our nameless squad and how far we make it in the desert. And we're gonna head home. And then the next episode, we're just gonna be sorting out our stuff in the base, and we're gonna go out. We're gonna make some crime.